Hi, I'm James and welcome to another review. Recently Marius at Acid House TV got in touch with me. They have a lovely concept in terrain for science fiction games. Now this has been done as a Kickstarter which is sold out, but I am aware that they are looking at republishing it. Marius kindly sent me a small set, which is the 25% volume set. There are different sets, and it basically is a whole wargaming table in a box. So let's have a look what we've got. So I haven't actually assembled this. This is actually the opening of it, and then we're going to assemble it and see what we have. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning whenever I do an unboxing like this. So I'll do it the easy way. So let's get rid of that to start off with. Okay, so that looks like it's going to slide out. So let's see what we have. Okay, we've got various building sections. Some envelopes, more sections, and we have the terrain boards. So let's get rid of the box for the minute. I'm assuming that this will have the connector pieces. Yeah. So the connector pieces, basically, boards are double-sided and they click together. So put that away for a minute. Let's click a couple of these together. Okay, let's have a look. We've got different designs. Some seem to be angled more diagonally, some are more straight on, so we'll just use two of them for the minute. And those connector pieces just clip in, so one needed for that one. Okay, so seems to be plenty of spare connector pieces, which is always useful. So drop those out of the way. So let's have a look. So 285s, 276s. I know these are referring to what they actually are. There's different sizes and styles of buildings. So we have those. And I like the fact they're numbered and colour coded. That always makes life nice and easy. So the concept behind these is pretty straightforward. So if I take piece 96, that folds there. And then this piece, press along this line to fold, goes inside. I'm guessing that folds back in on itself, and then that just pushes inside. And there you go, one building assembled. That's actually quite structurally sound. Quite like that. So let's build the same one again. Nice and straightforward. Just got to work out which way around it goes in. That seems a fraction too big that way. must have been right the first time. There we go. So that's 2 built. I'm guessing that in here I've got some of the smaller pieces. So 68, I can see there's a 68 there. So same technique again, folds in and that slots inside. Very simple, goes together very, very easily, and possibly more important than anything else, it looks right when it's together. It's not exactly taking me long to put these together, so they are quite sturdy actually. Having that box inside is increasing how tough these are, which is tougher than I actually thought they would be. Cards are reasonable thickness, but the internal boxing card is a lot thicker. That makes a big difference. They slot, that'll be for these. Okay, slightly different with this in that it's only got the 3 sides. It's not exactly complex, this. That looks like a bridge. I'm trying to work out how that goes together. We have what looks like a pillar there. That doesn't look right. I'm going to have to look that one up, I think. I'll come back to that one. Myself a little more space. Right, so the easy way seemingly to assemble them is to get the thinner piece, fold it in, and then get the piece, just start it off with the fold. Then once you've started it, put one end inside and then push down. That seems to assemble it fairly easily. Just tidy it up. So it's not taking long to assemble this, even though this is the first time. So you could assemble your terrain pretty quickly, I think. It's gone together nice and simply. Just that one item of the bridge I'll have to look up. So I'm going to assemble the bridge. Once I've done that, I'm going to put it together and we'll have a look how it goes. Right, I've worked out how this assembles. It's very simple. I probably overthought it. It folds back on itself. It can go two ways round with this. I quite like the fact it's double-sided. That just hooks over the two buildings. And then what we do is get the little box parts, and the box parts basically slip in there to stabilise it. So very simple, very clever. I quite like that. I was expecting something slightly more complex. But that's gone together really easily as well. So what I'm going to do now is redo that when I actually have the sound on. So it went together easily enough. It's stayed relatively intact while I've been doing the quick shoot to check it all worked. One comment I did see about it on the internet was there is the possibility of moving the buildings, and they aren't too bad. I mean, it's not much worse than any other terrain. I suppose one thing you could do is put a bit of blue tack or something on there to hold it in place. I think that would probably work fairly well. That would do the job. So the thing we've got to consider is how well does it come apart. So let's see how easy it is to take it apart. So we'll start with the bridges, and done. It literally is for the bridges. Remove the two boxes, flatten out, done. So what about the buildings? Let's try this one. So all I need to do, well, that was quite easy. You can even fold it with those inside if you take care not to fold the corners in like that. So that came out fairly easily. And it literally, as you can see, as soon as I push down, it comes out. And then fold that. Wow. That's actually even easier than I expected it to be. So it does fold remarkably well. So a scale of 1 to 10 for how easy it is to assemble and disassemble, you're talking, I think you've got to be talking 9 at least for this. Sturdiness wise, I think it seems fairly sturdy. How it'll hand out in a few sessions, that may be something to consider, but you can see there they are very, very easy to take apart, which and then it'll all go back into the box. So I think that's a real plus for this, because I don't get much chance to leave terrain set up. You can see there I've just used the kitchen table, and for a quick skirmish game that is ideal. I mean, I could have probably got a little bit more, could have a little bit more space, because I've only used 3 of the 6 boards. There is a list of what you get in it. I'll bring that up onto there if you can see it. So it says two big buildings, number 85, two medium buildings, 47, two small buildings, 96, two bridges, number 83, two high acid tanks, number 76, two telecom access points, number 68, two pipe control points, two ventilator shafts, number 82, four terrain tiles and 10 board joints. Sorry, my apologies, it was 4 joints, 4 boards, not 6. And that gives you enough to set up a 24 by 32 battlefield. That's a decent size game for something like this. So it's not something I would have gone out and bought, but now I've seen it, I might well consider looking at the Kickstarter and look and getting in on the next batch, pick up a second batch, because, you know, typical gamer, let's expand beyond what space we've got to use it in. So Marius, thank you very much for that. I hope you appreciate the positive comments. They are genuine. I've not been paid for this, other than the fact I've been given this free set. So I hope that's been useful for you, and we'll see you soon for another review.